Okay, everybody, it's 11:30, so we'll get started here. This is the weekly impact weather briefing for Central North Carolina, covering the period Tuesday through Sunday, January 22nd to the 27th. 1 day behind because of Martin Luther King Day. We're going to start with a little bit of a hazardous weather briefing for the northwestern part of the area, the Triad in particular, in regards to light freezing rain event possible overnight tonight into early Wednesday morning. So we have sent out our initial briefing on this via email last night. You'll get another one this afternoon with the update to the forecast. So not much change from the midnight briefing here. If you missed it, we do have a winter weather advisory in effect for 3 counties, Forsyth, Guilford, and Davidson. And that is for late tonight, about midnight through 15Z tomorrow, which is about 10 in the morning. Now, this is going to be a very fleeting, patchy, nuisance type event, a trace to a couple hundredths of ice, maybe just enough to have a little bit of hazardous travel, icy patches, bridges and overpasses especially, your typical first things to go. But we do not expect a major icing event, so we do not expect power outages, trees down, that kind of thing. So definitely just a nuisance event, and temperatures are going to be warming up mid-morning Wednesday and should be above freezing everywhere. So whatever does come down and causes some travel issues early on will quickly dissipate later in the morning. So the greatest impacts, limited ice in the northwest Piedmont. Now we're talking about areas particularly north and west of I-85. However, there are some models hinting that there could be a little bit of an eastward extension with that. Again, very, very, very light. But if you think about a line from Asheboro up through Burlington, up through Roxborough, so there's a potential for a few slick spots there as well. So we'll look at that in the afternoon package as well, and we'll take a look to see if we need to expand that advisory at all eastward. But for now, we're sticking with the 3 counties in the northwestern portion of our area. And there's that icing potential there. You can see just a couple hundredths of an inch. And here's the timing. So the greatest impacts, we're thinking in the 2 to 5 a.m. time frame for the immediate Triad, and then maybe closer to daybreak further east. So maybe in the 4 to 6 time frame. So we'll keep an eye on that. Confidence is moderate. This event will occur. We're going to get the rain. The temperatures are the thing that will be most uncertain, and those temperatures again will be rising throughout the morning. So this will eventually transition to an all rain event, which we're highly confident in the rain. It is this freezing rain portion that we have moderate confidence in, and low to moderate confidence on the impacts. So whether or not this causes an issue on the roads is still in question, but the further north and west you go, the more likely that is to have an impact. So 4 a.m. through 9 a.m. Wednesday morning, depending on where you are, again, will have the greatest impacts. Slick spots on roads, bridges, and overpasses. So it could be a little bit of a tricky commute for some folks tomorrow morning for sure. Definitely keep an eye on that. And parking lots, sidewalks, elevated surfaces, those types of things. So be careful walking in and out of buildings, in and out of your car. And then, of course, as I mentioned before, possibility of it moving a little bit eastward. We'll have to keep an eye on that. But again, that's more of a temperature forecast than a rain forecast. We're pretty confident that everybody's going to get rain. So the next briefing on this particular event will be by 6 p.m. tonight. Look for that in your emails. and we will update accordingly going into the overnight hours as well. But the next forecast package comes out at 4. You should have the briefing in your email no later than 6 p.m. So moving on to the normal portion of the briefing here for the rest of the week, and we can see that system pretty clearly here in the top left. We've got low pressure moving over the Chicago area into the Great Lakes. That's going to drag this front across. Another low pressure is expected to develop along it, and that's what will give us another shot of heavy rain. So this rain will last through the day through the day Wednesday and in through Thursday. By Thursday night, we should see this tapering off everywhere. If you're out in the Triad, it'll probably be earlier. If you're in the eastern portions of the area, more towards Thursday evening. But once that gets on out of here, there's not much else in the forecast for the rest of the period. You can see the weekend down here. We have high pressure building in. It will turn colder once again. So during the rain event, there's going to be quite a bit of a warm up, but it'll be raining outside. And then for the weekend, going back down below normal temperatures, very cold again for the weekend. Lows definitely below freezing, highs in the 40s. And looking ahead to early next week, of course, Monday we'll have our next briefing, but there is some question about a coastal low that's coming up the coast. At this time, the forecast each day has been continually delayed and more and drier for our area. So if this impacts us at all, it probably won't be till late Monday or Tuesday. So we will keep an eye on that next week. No thunder in the forecast, but for Thursday, if you are going out towards the coast, you could see a lightning strike or two, but nothing severe is expected as this frontal system moves across. Here's the rainfall. We do expect about a widespread inch of rain, plus or minus, depending on where you are, and most of that will be falling Wednesday and Thursday. And then again clearing out for Friday and Saturday, and then Sunday and Monday. If you look at that picture there, most of that rain is offshore, and highly uncertain forecasts with that. So. Looking ahead, will the cold break? Sources say no. 8 to 14 day temperatures, very, very cold. You can see that extremely high chance of below normal temperatures up around the Great Lakes and down into the Carolinas here. It's looking like a 60 to 70% chance of below normal temperatures. But the good news is we are expected to be below normal on the precipitation as well. So it looks like a cold period, but maybe a drier period as well. So we'll keep an eye on that moving forward. So summary for the week, of course, the light freezing rain event in the Triad. Wednesday morning, next briefing by 6 p.m. today. Cold front crosses the area with about an inch of rain pretty much everywhere, ending Thursday and Thursday night. Dry for the rest of the week. Temperatures return to below normal for the weekend, and you can see the temperatures here for the Raleigh area. And again, as we get past that rain event, you can see temperatures drop to 30 on Thursday night, 23 on Friday night, highs in the mid-40s. If there are any questions, you can put them in the thing below. Otherwise, have a great week, everybody, and we'll see you as needed throughout the week.